Welcome back, ladies and germs, to part 2 of the restoration for the rotors. Bearings didn't pan out. But anyway, so today you're going to see us take them from looking like this to this. I'll explain in a brief moment. So, cue intro. So there's a few problems hiccups I should say, that have happened over the last, 5 months at this point. So back in March, I dropped the I-beams off at the machine shop to have them press out the old kingpins. That took about 2 months because they were so backed up with other jobs and lack of staffing. I don't blame them, it happens because it's the nature of nobody wanting to work. So then, got them back. I realized I ordered the wrong kingpin size, so then I had to wait for that order to come in. So then when I got the new order in about a full month later, then I sent it back to them. Then that took about another month and a half, got it done, got them back. Then I needed to put the bushings in the end of the I-beams. I had the wrong size again, so then I ended up getting the right size. Tried to put them in as far as I could, couldn't do it. Took it back to the machine shop, had them press fit that in. And just when I thought that, we had everything ready to go and whatnot, well, amongst all of this happening with the I-beams, I was also trying to repurpose these rotors, repurpose the brake calipers, repurpose the bearings. So bearings didn't work because the part of the inner ring came out, so I was so worried about using them and they weren't going to work. So I ordered new ones, and I hunted 6 different places for them, finally went to an actual dedicated bearing shop, and they got me the exact same ones that I had. And then when those came in, I was able to, brand new races and bearings for the rotors, so that worked out. So now, having all that, I tried to redo the brake calipers. I was going to do a rebuild kit, sand them down, the whole hoopla, and make them nice. That didn't pan out. As you can see, I busted out the pistons. They were really corroded. The whole inside was rusted to Kingdom Come. It didn't pan out. Then I had to just get new ones. And then I got new brake pads, which I'm still going to have to work on because the pads are too thick with the thickness of the old rotor, because new rotors are thinner than old rotors. Because rotors used to be thick, pads used to be thin. Now pads are thick and rotors are thin because they're stronger. It's a pain in the butt. So if this wasn't enough for you, then we also went to put everything back together. Then I realized that we needed to weld in that plate that Mal helped me with. And then putting it all together, we ran into some other delays of needing to get the springs done, needing to get new hardware because we've missing a bunch of parts. So long story short, now that you've listened to me for almost 3 minutes, we're finally, you can see it's completed here, but now you get to watch me do it all. Finally get to put it back together. So thanks for supporting the channel and standing by, because it's been a doozer for sure, because I'm wiped from it. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Well, I used, what's it called? Oh my gosh, Evapo-Rust last time. They didn't have any in the store, so this was the next best thing. Never used it, never seen reviews. We're gonna try it out. So, bought me a 5-gallon bucket. We poured the stuff in. Got it about just above half there, as you can see. So we'll set that overnight. Let's see. I might just go buy some more. Cut 2 more gallons if they have them in the morning or something from somewhere else, and get that thing fully submerged because we got the other rotor to do too. So yeah, check it on in the morning. Thing's been soaking. I've been rotating it. Now we're gonna get it cleaned off. You can see that it really took all the rust off. Man, that stuff's potent. So now we're just gonna spray it down real quick. Look at this. It's like a brand new rotor. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Blows my mind how clean this came out. I mean, that's literally, they looked identical when I dunked the rotor. And you can see obviously where my lines are. It filled up to that point there. It still worked. It's just I'm gonna make sure this one's fully submerged so that I don't have to take the time. There's no pit or line or any, I mean the line's there, but it's just discoloration. It's not like there's an actual divot or ridge or anything. It's smooth as could be. So the inside looks amazing. I mean, it's awesome. So yeah, definitely way different. So we got this VHT caliper paint up to 900 degrees. Never been much of a rattle canner, so let's see how well this goes. Most of this is second coat I just applied. I did it off camera. I just figured you already saw me spray it. So now the problem is trying to get one of these up. There we go. Come on. I got one up. Haha. Oh boy, this will be fun. Save this one. That's my insert in there, so we'll set that to the side so I don't trash it with the rest. Let's see, try and get, I don't even know where
I need like one of those little dental picks or something. Oh, there we go. I guess just keep pulling off at some point. Get a good gob of it to come off. There we go. Look at that satisfactory peel. Hot mama.
So folks, I took my springs to get sandblasted, and they're back. Bare metal, looks pretty sweet. So I got some silver high temp paint. We're gonna give it a shot. It's a gentleman from KB Trucks channel on YouTube, and he painted his about a year ago, and they're still holding up with no cracks, chips, or flaking. So I trust it, and we're gonna give it a shot. So join me in my outside paint booth. That is gonna be really hard to see the difference.
So when I put it on at first, I couldn't make a difference out between the two tones, but after you put on a little bit more and it starts to dry, it brightens right up. It's pretty crazy. So this one's drying. It's pretty much done. I'm gonna start on the next one, and then we'll do a second coat after the first one dries.
Well, we got everything coated. It took me a long time just because they're so small parts, but check this out.
Got all of it sitting to dry. It's just really hard sanding down all those and then spraying them. I should have taped them off so the threads wouldn't get it, but I'm not worried about that far down. Everything turned out really good. It's a lot brighter in the video than it is in real life. It's actually a little less shiny, I should say, but it still looks really good. So yeah, all that is ready for reassembly. Just gotta wait for the machine shop to get my kingpins done.
And once those are back, then we'll be able to, reinstall everything.
So this is the rotor that we painted. I finally found some hub seals that will fit, match the original. It's been a process, let me tell you what. So, finally found some that match identically, so that's nice. So now we can assemble this rotor, but I'm going to wait to do that until we're done with this, because this bad boy's been soaking for way too many days now, so I'm sure it's overly done, and all the gooberfied nastiness is there, so we're going to have to clean that off. So let's get to it. So now I got them side by side. Can you even tell the difference? You should be able to, because you remember this is the first one, because I had to do halvesies on it. That was a full soak. Full soak is definitely the way to go if you can, but I left this in way too long. Let's see if I can get a clean finger here. Okay, index is pretty clean, right? So on the original, it gets a little bit of coloring on it. For the metal, you can see. But on this one, yeah. Regardless, right now, we have 16 new studs to put in. Here's the original to the new. It's slightly longer, just barely. by like 2 threads, but same diameter, same everything, same null. So we're gonna install the new studs with some new lugs. These bad boys come in at $4.10 a lug stud. And the lug nuts came in at a whopping $2.97 for 10 of them total. I figure I'm gonna reuse a bunch of the originals, save me some money. I'm gonna try and dip them in the rust stuff and clean them up best I can. If I need to get more new ones, I'll just do that. But hey, save money where you can. Cause yeah, that was a costly bunch for these studs. Look at that. It looks like it's supposed to be. Okay, that was fun. So you can see the one that we had major trouble with, and so we had to take a file and file out the inside of the hole because there was like a lip there, and I don't know why. None of the rest had it. Maybe it was just when we pounded that one in just now, it went at an angle, shaved off some shaving. I don't know, could be a million things. So what we did was we filed it down, made it smooth, pounded this back in. We could get it just like 2 threads less than that one. I took the new lug nut and sucked that down. Now it's back up to where it should be. It's sturdy, it's stiff, it's not going anywhere. That's what she said. And now we're gonna take, so we don't get the paint on the threads, we're gonna take some the Dupa color that I've been painting with, put it on the paper towel and just kind of paint it on by hand around that best we can. Touch it up just a bit, and then I'll flip it over, spray the inside of the back of these studs so that those stay corrosion free, even though they are coated, but added protection. So let's get to it. Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted, so I just put tape around the thread. This is the smart way to do it. Okay. Yeah, better. I think this is the way to do it there, guy. Just don't get the overspray on the other threads. Like that. Bravo! Only the best, Timkin. So we got the new races here. Got my little guy helping me. You helping me out? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we just got the one installed. I'm gonna do the other rear. So we got the inside all cleaned out and everything. Dropped the new race here. What I did was I took a brass punch, a piece of stock brass, and just kind of go around the outside lip. Just keep going 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9 all the way around. And it gets a little harder as you have to just get just the lip there, but it's still doable. I got that one seated all the way in. So we're gonna do the same here and I'll come back to you. All right, so we got the rears installed. Now we're gonna get the, I should say the inners are installed. Now we're gonna get the outers races installed. Some people are probably screaming at me, but this is how I do it. The hardest part is getting that lip started. Hear the difference? That means it's seated. If you're not satisfied, you can reach your fingernail in there and check all the way around. It is all the way down. Oh, okay. So even though the brass leaves residue, you can wipe that off easier, and it's better than using steel on your nice new races because it won't leave, it won't chip it or anything because the brass is softer. So that is seated all the way in there. I know it's hard to see, but it's all the way down. There's no gap. So that one's done.
Let's clean this.
Now we're gonna get this one. Now there are tools for this, like actual race inserters that are the same diameter as what you're using. They're a lot easier because you just tap straight down and it's even all the way down, versus this, you could get it at a cantered angle the whole way and could cause an issue, but I've never had an issue when you go 12-3, 6-9. Just keep repeating until it's all the way seated like that. I mean, you watch me do it, so. Tech tip, save some money, I don't know.
I know this one.
You tell him, boy.
I know. Let's keep my dollar.
Now it's time for the inside diameter. It'll be a little tricky with the focus on the camera here, but I'll do my best to show you guys. This lip is the hardest to get started. This is where those tool kits do come in handy. There we go. Let's get started. There it goes. Really. Alright, you can hear that. Once that sound pitch, like I don't know how else to describe it, just if you hear it, that's different than when it's going in because it's finally seated and it's steel against steel. So we'll wipe all the excess off and there's your brand new race.
Hey folks, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of us redoing the rotors and repurposing them as best we could. I mean, that's pretty crazy how we were able to do that with just some rust reformers, some paint, and new studs and everything. So anyway, thanks for watching. Love you all. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And we'll see you next time. God bless.